The tree's gift of apples. The tree's bounty, a symbol of unconditional love. The tree stood tall and proud in the midst of a lush green meadow, its branches stretching towards the sky like open arms, embracing the world with warmth and generosity. Among the many wonders it possessed, its most precious gift was the apples that grew on its branches. Plump, juicy, and sweet, they hung like ornaments, tempting all who passed by to take a bite. The tree's love for the boy was unwavering and pure. It watched over him with a gentle gaze, providing for his every need. Whenever the boy's stomach growled with hunger, the tree's branches would sway gently, as if beckoning him to come closer. The boy would run to the tree, his eyes sparkling with excitement, and the tree would bestow upon him its freshest, reddest apples. But the tree's gift went beyond mere sustenance. The apples were also a source of endless joy and creativity. The boy would use them to play games, tossing them high into the air and catching them with a grin. He would create obstacle courses, using the apples as hurdles to jump over and around. The tree would watch with delight, its leaves rustling with pleasure, as the boy's laughter echoed through the meadow. As the seasons passed, the boy grew, but the tree's love remained constant. The apples continued to ripen, a symbol of the tree's unconditional affection. And the boy, now grown, would look back on those carefree days, remembering the tree's bounty as a reminder of the power of selfless love. In summary, the tree's apples represent a gift of love and provision, a reminder that true love knows no bounds and asks for nothing in return. The tree's generosity is a testament to the transformative power of kindness and the importance of cherishing the simple joys in life. The tree's sacrifice for the boy. The tree's gift of shelter. As the boy entered the threshold of adolescence, the tree sensed a newfound sense of responsibility towards its young companion. The boy's needs had grown, and the tree knew it had to provide more than just shade and comfort. It had to give him a place to call his own, a sanctuary where he could grow and thrive. The tree's sacrifice. The tree's ancient branches, once sturdy and robust, began to wither and weaken. It was a deliberate act, a selfless sacrifice to provide for the boy's future. One by one, the branches fell, laying bare the tree's gnarled and weathered limbs. The boy, unaware of the tree's intentions, collected the fallen branches, marveling at their strength and beauty. Building the boy's home. The boy's hands, once small and curious, grew strong and skilled as he began to shape the branches into sturdy beams. Together, the tree and the boy built a sturdy and cozy cabin, its wooden frame a testament to the tree's sacrifice. The boy's eyes sparkled with excitement as he surveyed his new home, the very walls of which seemed to whisper the tree's gentle whispers. A bond of trust? As the boy settled into his new home, he began to realize the true extent of the tree's sacrifice. He saw the withered branches, the empty spaces where once lush foliage had grown. And yet, despite its own sacrifice, the tree continued to stand tall, its ancient heart beating strong. The boy's gratitude swelled, and he reached out to touch the tree's rough bark, sealing their bond with a gesture of love and appreciation. In this chapter, we have seen the tree's selfless act of sacrifice, providing the boy with the materials to build a home. We have witnessed the boy's growth and development as he learns to shape and craft the fallen branches into a sturdy shelter. As the boy settles into his new home, we see the deepening bond between the tree and the boy, a bond built on trust, love, and mutual sacrifice. The tree's gift of shade. The tree's gift of shade, at a refuge from the sun. In the scorching heat of summer, the sun beats down relentlessly, making it difficult to venture outdoors without seeking respite. For a young boy, the warmth can be overwhelming, making his energy dwindle with each passing minute. But amidst the sweltering temperatures, a gentle giant stands tall, offering a haven of comfort and tranquility, the tree. A safe haven, the tree's sprawling canopy provides a natural umbrella, shielding the boy from the harsh rays of the sun. The shade creates a microclimate, cooler and more serene than the surrounding environment. It's a welcoming space where the boy can retreat, relax, and recharge. The rustling of leaves and the soft filtering of sunlight through the branches create a soothing melody, calming his senses and calming his mind. A playground. Beyond its role as a refuge, the tree's shade also transforms into a playground, where the boy's imagination can run wild. He can create his own games, using the tree's nooks and crannies as obstacles and hiding spots. The shade provides a sense of security, allowing him to explore and experiment without fear of getting burned or overwhelmed. As he plays, the tree stands watch, a constant companion and guardian. A lesson in gratitude. As the boy grows older, he begins to appreciate the tree's selfless gift of shade. He learns to recognize the value of this natural blessing and understands the importance of respecting and caring for the tree. In return, he makes a conscious effort to preserve the tree's health, watering it, and protecting it from harm. This exchange of gratitude and responsibility fosters a deeper connection between the boy and the tree, a bond that will last a lifetime. As that summary, the tree's gift of shade is a precious commodity, providing a refuge from the sun, a playground for the imagination, and a lesson in gratitude. As we reflect on this simple yet profound relationship, we're reminded of the importance of appreciating and preserving the natural world around us. The boy's return as a man. The tree's bounty. As the boy returned to the old oak tree, now a grown man, he was met with a sense of nostalgia wash over him. The tree's branches, once a refuge for his curious and adventurous spirit, now seemed to stretch out to him like open arms, welcoming him back home. But this time, he came not as a carefree boy, but as a man with a purpose. The tree's abundance, the tree's apples, once a treasure he would devour with relish, now represented a means to an end. He had come to harvest the fruit, not to satiate his childhood hunger, but to sell them at the market. The tree's bounty was now a commodity, a valuable resource that could provide for him and his family. He carefully plucked the ripest apples, filling his baskets to the brim. A new appreciation as he worked. He couldn't help but reflect on the lessons the tree had taught him as a boy. He remembered the countless hours he spent under its shade, listening to the wisdom of the old tree. He recalled the patience and perseverance it took to nurture the tree, to prune its branches, and to wait for its fruit to ripen. Now, as a man, he appreciated the tree's bounty in a new light. He saw the value in the hard work and dedication it took to cultivate and harvest the apples. A new chapter, as he packed up his baskets and bid the tree farewell, he felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. He had returned to the tree, not as the same curious boy, but as a man capable of providing for himself and others. The tree's apples, once a symbol of childhood wonder, now represented a new chapter in his life, one of responsibility and adulthood. He knew that he would return to the tree again, not just to harvest its fruit, but to reflect on the lessons it had taught him, and to pay homage to the boy who had grown into a man beneath its branches. The tree's sacrifice of its trunk. The tree's sacrifice of its trunk, the ancient pact, in a small village nestled between the rolling hills and dense forests, a centuries-old tree stood tall, its gnarled branches stretching towards the sky like withered fingers. The villagers revered this tree, whispering tales of its ancient wisdom and mystique. They believed that the tree held the secrets of the land, and that its bark contained the whispers of their ancestors. One fateful day, a wary traveler stumbled upon the village, seeking refuge from the tempests that had ravaged his ship. The villagers, stirred by his tale of woe, turned to the tree, pleading for its intervention. The tree, sensing the villagers' desperation, stirred from its slumber. Its ancient heart beat slower, as if in contemplation. In a burst of light, the tree's energy coursed through its trunk, imbuing the villagers with a sense of hope. Without hesitation, the tree began to transform, its sturdy trunk shrinking, its bark peeling away like parchment. The villagers watched in awe as the tree's very essence poured into the soil, nourishing the land. From the tree's sacrifice, a sturdy vessel began to take shape, crafted from the wood of its own trunk. The villagers cheered as the boat, sturdy and strong, emerged from the earth. The gift of the tree, as the traveler set sail in his new vessel. The villagers gathered around the tree's remains, now a hollowed-out stump. They wept at the loss of their guardian, yet rejoiced in its ultimate sacrifice. The tree's gift had brought life to their land, and hope to the traveler's heart. As the boat disappeared over the horizon, the villagers whispered prayers of gratitude, knowing that the tree's spirit lived on, its legacy etched in the waves. In the silence that followed, the villagers understood the true meaning of sacrifice, that sometimes the greatest acts of kindness require the greatest acts of selflessness. The man's return as an old man. The old man's return to the tree was a moment of great significance, one that had been long awaited by the tree itself. As he approached, the tree's branches stirred with excitement, its leaves rustling softly in the gentle breeze. The old man's eyes, weathered by time and experience, locked onto the tree's towering form, a sense of nostalgia washing over him. The tree, sensing the old man's presence, began to radiate a warm, golden light, enveloping him in its warmth. It was as if the tree was embracing the old man, welcoming him back to a place that held so many fond memories. The old man's eyes moistened as he recalled the countless hours he had spent beneath the tree's shade, the countless stories he had told and heard beneath its boughs. As he drew closer, the tree's energy began to envelop him, reviving memories long buried. He remembered the countless picnics he had shared with his loved ones beneath the tree's branches, the laughter and tears they had shared, the promises and vows they had made. The old man's heart swelled with gratitude as he realized the tree had been a silent witness to his life's journey, a constant companion through joy and sorrow. The old man reached out a gnarled hand, touching the tree's trunk with reverence. The tree responded by increasing its radiant glow, imbuing the old man with a sense of peace and contentment. In this moment, the old man knew he had returned home, that he was exactly where he was meant to be. In summary, the old man's return to the tree marked a poignant moment of reunion, one that awakened memories and emotions long dormant. The tree's response, radiating warmth and light, served as a testament to the deep bond between the two, a bond forged over countless years of shared experiences. The tree's final gift. The old man's worn, wrinkled hands grasped the weathered wood of the stump, his eyes gazing up at the sky as if searching for something beyond the treetop canopy. The tree, now nothing more than a stump, seemed to sense the old man's presence, its energy stirring beneath the surface. It was an unlikely friendship, one that spanned decades, but the tree was content to have the old man's company. The tree remembered the countless afternoons the old man would sit beneath its boughs, watching as children played tag around its trunk. It recalled the whispered secrets shared between lovers, the picnic spread beneath its shade, and the countless storms it had weathered, providing shelter to the old man and his family. In return, the old man had given the tree life, pruning its branches and nurturing its roots. As the old man sat, lost in thought, the tree began to share its final gift. Memories, long buried, began to resurface in the old man's mind. He remembered the first time he had sat beneath its branches, a young boy scared and alone, and how the tree's stability had comforted him. He recalled the countless nights he had slept beneath its canopy, the starlight filtering through its leaves like a celestial blanket. The tree's final gift was not one of material wealth, but of memories, of a lifetime of love and companionship. As the sun began to set, The old man's eyes drooped, a contented smile spreading across his face. The tree's energy began to wane, its mission accomplished. In that moment, the old man and the tree were one, their bond stronger than any physical connection. The tree's final gift was a reminder that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the memories and experiences we accumulate throughout our lives. As the old man drifted off to sleep, the tree's stump seemed to relax, its job well done, its legacy forever etched in the old man's heart. Reflection on the tree's love. The unwavering devotion of the tree's love for the boy, was an unshakable force that stood the test of time. It was a selfless, unconditional love that drove the tree to make countless sacrifices for the boy's benefit. One of the most remarkable aspects of the tree's love was its ability to adapt to the boy's changing needs. As the boy grew older, his priorities shifted from playing on the tree's branches to seeking shade beneath its leaves. The tree responded by stretching its branches wider, providing a canopy of comfort that sheltered the boy from the scorching sun. When the boy's laughter and giggles turned to tears and sorrow, the tree's bark seemed to absorb his pain, offering solace and comfort in times of distress. The tree's sacrifices were not limited to emotional comfort alone. It also provided physical sustenance for the boy, offering juicy apples and sweet shade that rejuvenated his spirit. The tree's roots delved deep into the earth, drawing nourishment that it then shared with the boy, teaching him the value of reciprocity and gratitude. One of the most striking examples of the tree's selflessness was its willingness to let go. As the boy grew older, he began to carve his initials into the tree's bark, leaving his mark on the world. The tree did not flinch, nor did it recoil from the pain. Instead, it absorbed the boy's imperfections, embracing the scars as a symbol of their enduring bond. In reflection, the tree's love was a beacon of hope, a shining example of the transformative power of selfless devotion. By giving without expectation, the tree taught the boy the value of love, sacrifice, and compassion. As we look back on the tree's unwavering dedication, we are reminded that true love is not about what we receive, but about what we give. In summary, the tree's love for the boy was an unshakable force that drove it to make countless sacrifices. Through its adaptability, emotional comfort, physical sustenance, and willingness to let go, the tree taught the boy valuable lessons about selfless devotion, reciprocity, and compassion. Its love serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative power of giving without expectation. The legacy of the giving tree. The tree's enduring impact. As the seasons passed, the tree's physical presence began to fade, its once strong branches now weakened and worn. Yet, despite its physical decline, the tree's legacy continued to flourish, a testament to the profound impact it had on the lives of all who knew it. A symbol of unconditional love, the tree's selfless devotion to the boy, and later the man, was a powerful reminder of the transformative power of unconditional love. It showed us that true love is not about what we receive, but about what we give. The tree's unwavering generosity, even in the face of adversity, inspired generations to come. It taught us that love is not limited by time or circumstance, but is a boundless force that can transcend even death itself. On a lesson in sacrifice, the tree's willingness to sacrifice its own desires and needs for the benefit of others is a lesson we would do well to learn. In a world where individualism and self-interest often take center stage, the tree's example stands as a beacon of hope, reminding us that true fulfillment comes not from what we take, but from what we give. Its sacrifice was not in vain, for it inspired others to follow in its footsteps, creating a ripple effect of kindness and compassion that continues to spread to this day. The tree's lasting legacy. As we reflect on the tree's remarkable story, we are reminded that its true value lay not in its physical presence, but in the love, hope, and inspiration it provided to all who encountered it. The tree's legacy is a powerful reminder that even the smallest acts of kindness and generosity can have a profound impact on the world around us. Its story will continue to inspire generations to come, a timeless testament to the transformative power of unconditional love and selfless sacrifice.